It's time again, OOTP and baseball and Gladiator and simulation gaming fans all over the world. Welcome back to episode number 55. And a few things I want to go through before we look at our Gladiators. This will likely be my last Gladiator YouTube episode. Just not getting the engagement and the comments and the activity, and maybe because we're on episode 55 now and the interest has kind of fallen off. And for new users and viewers, it's probably a little bit too much to go back and watch episode 1 and, be invested in the team when you've missed so much so far. So I still will do Gladiator updates once in a while. I'll put out a video, especially if we are performing well and we win a championship or, other little things that might be of interest for those of you that have been following the series. And I still will be doing OOTP coverage, just more standalone episodes, tutorial episodes, something that might appeal more to the newer users or those that don't want to follow a whole series all the way through. So, episode 55, I thought, yep, that's a good number, Freedom 55, to kind of end off at least the consistency of the series, where I was putting out 2 to 3 episodes a week. I may cut back to 1 episode every couple weeks or every 3 weeks. We'll see how things go. And like I said, if I find that the Gladiators are in the playoffs or in the finals, I may do an episode just to kind of keep those that have been following updated on the team's progress. Once again, thanks for those of you that have been following this series. It's tough. I was hoping for, again, a little bit more engagement, a little bit more comments, just to kind of get the YouTube algorithm pushing these videos out. But when there are no comments or only 1 comment every 3 or 4 episodes, to me, it's just a sign of, okay, well, maybe that interest isn't there to continue this series. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe this video will have 12 comments and I'll go, okay, you know what? I'll keep it going. But I've really enjoyed the series and making the features from the different players that have cards in OOTP and, trying to engage you guys into following this make-believe Gladiator team. But enough about that. It is Tuesday late afternoon. The Gladiators are in Diamond 366. Remember, we did stay in Diamond last year. And in terms of where we are, well, we are in the North Central Division. And we're above 500, which is good for us for Diamond. So as of right now, and things could change, obviously, but as of right now, we are 6 games above the relegation line. We are in a division with, let's see if we can bring that up and see who we're with. The Seoul LOL Cats, the Lima Beans, the Bridgman, and this team has got to be the weirdest team I've ever seen in terms of team name. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I think they just ran their fingers over the keyboard and said, that's the name of my team. It would be an interesting jersey, that's for sure. And Buttmasters is their nickname. So yeah, usually up by Diamond, you get more well-established team names. So I don't know if that's a recent name change or what, but I haven't seen that one around before. And they're in last place in our division. Some other familiar names. Again, Finneytown is back in the same Diamond League as the Gladiators. They were last week. Some other familiar names as well that I've seen around. Yeah, it should be an interesting season. I'm glad we are 500 right now. In terms of leaderboard, we're nowhere to be seen on the basic leaderboard. Pitching wise, I kind of went with a little bit different settings. I thought, you know what, let's be a little crazy. Our ballpark, still favoring the lefties. It's It's not completely lefty cheese, but I've really kind of cut back, especially on right-handed batters average. And as you can see from our pictures, I've kind of limited them in terms of the settings to 27 batters face. So don't want them to go too deep in the rotation. I might even cut that back a little bit to 18. Because as a fellow OOTPer and friend of Discord once told me that 18 seems to be kind of the number you want to go with, because the third time through the rotation could be an issue for a lot of your starting pitching. Because I'm not completely a lefty cheese ballpark, I do have some lefties pitching. And in terms of our hitters, you can see, look at this right-hand pitcher lineup, all lefties batting. And I think that's why we're above 500, because my batting lineup is favoring the ballpark factors that I set out. Cal Ripken Jr. is leading the team in WAR at 0.7, and then we have minus 0.5 for Willie McCovey. McCovey's having an off year. He is a left-handed batter, but he's only hitting .201 this season. What's up with McCovey? New player I brought in. I was able to fairly easily, it wasn't as expensive as I thought in terms of perfect points, I was able to pick up Jim Thome. And he's doing pretty good, 266. He's got 11 home runs so far, so that's really good. He's probably one of the top 5 first basemen. But because I have George Sisler, Willie McCovey, Ted Williams, all these guys that can, play DH or first base, I put Thome at third base because that is the other position that he can play. Not very well, and I'm guessing his ZR is pretty lousy. Yeah, negative 4.6. That's not good. That is going to cost us a little bit. Maybe I got to take out George Sisler. He's only hitting 254. We'll give it another day of Sims and see how that goes, but I could see myself taking out Sisler and putting in a regular third baseman or a Pop Lloyd. I think he can play third. Yeah, he can play third. I can put in Pop Lloyd at third and then move in Cal Ripken Jr. at shortstop. So I do have a few options, but I wanted to give Jim Thome a shot at third base. Don't have him against the righties or against the lefties because, again, his splits favor more so against right-handed pitching. I mean, he wouldn't be horrible, but I have other guys I'd rather have in those positions. So that is where the Gladiators are this first update of 2042. Yeah, looking not bad. I didn't expect to be in first place, but I'm glad I'm not in last either. Tomorrow is the release of a new set of cards. They are celebrating the 1940s and 50s. I believe kind of the boom period from 1948 to about 1960. So players that did well in real life during those years will likely have new cards in the game on Thursday night. And I'll show you that in the next update. Leader-wise, let's take a quick look around the lead. Who are the diamond performers? Not our Willie McCovey. In terms of WAR, Appling, he is, along with Wells, the 2 must-have shortstops. These are the shortstops that a lot of the perfect teams have. So expensive, but if you want to get a really good shortstop, probably want to go after Wells or Appling. Pitching-wise, all the usual names: Brown, Hubble, Blue, and in terms of saves, Clace, a live player, Papelbon, McGraw, yeah, all the guys you would expect to see leading those categories. I don't have Mark Pryor in the pitching lineup anywhere. I might bring him back in, but as you can see, my relievers are doing fairly good. Tug McGraw, one of the best pitchers in the game, struggling a little bit, but otherwise I'm happy with my bullpen. Pretty happy with the starters except for Randy Johnson, and he should be in the bullpen, but I need another quality lefty starter. I don't have that yet. Got to pick one up. Well, speaking of picking up players, let's see what we can do. 341 packs. I am going to open about, 11 to 15. See what we get. Going for the Pujols, the limited edition. Been about 10 of them pulled already, selling for over 1 million perfect points. And if I get them, I'm going to sell them so I can upgrade the rest of my roster. Because just getting Pujols alone is not going to do it. Look at all these really good cards. Nope, not. Horrible cards. I don't want to open too many more because I'm on a bad streak. Mickey Vernon. Okay, he is selling for probably about 1,000 perfect points. Let's put him up there. Let's put him up for $9.99, the lowest buy order or sell order. See if we can get him sold. All right, is that going to keep us going on a little bit of a streak here? Yeah, just not getting him. Where is that perfect card? Okay, well, not perfect. But is it Pujols? I think you can get him with a diamond. Is it? Nope. And is he likely to go up to perfect? I don't think so. I'm going to sell him off. Get those 4,000 perfect points. All right, we're going to keep pulling until I get a gold or higher. Let's see what we can get. Negro League player and a second diamond. I like it. Is it live? Is it a historical? It is a historical. Addy, one of the longtime Gladiators. It is a duplicate. No one's willing to buy him. Average is about 12. I already have them, so no use keeping them. Let's put in the lowest sell order and see if we can sell them off. Yeah, remember Addy episodes like 1 to 15 in this series? Go back and watch those. See how he performed. All right, last pack. Let's go for a 68 bronze in the top corner as the best card. 68 bronze. No, it is a gold. And it is another historical. We're not ending there. 68 bronze. Come on. 68 bronze. Where is it? 66 bronze. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this segment. Again, for you, it's a few seconds. For me, it'll be a full day, and we'll see what the new cards look like in our Thursday segment. Be back in a few seconds. Welcome back to the next segment. A little different look to my screen this time. A little bit of a different image assortment as I am transitioning my OOTP coverage over to Twitch, especially for some live streams. And those videos that I am doing on Twitch will be on this channel as well. So if you want to watch some OOTP coverage and commentary that is not separate videos, but live interaction with viewers, I will post those up in a Twitch playlist on this channel. Feel free to check those out. Those will be longer. Those will be anywhere between an hour and 2 hours, but you might find some useful tidbits, or you might want to throw it on for a long drive that you might have to listen to more OOTP coverage, because I love this game and I love talking about this game. And hopefully, if you're a fan of OOTP, you'll tune in to my YouTube coverage from Twitch. And the first video will be up really soon because I did my first live stream already. So as I said last segment, I am cutting back on preparing YouTube videos for OOTP. The editing and the time required, I don't have enough time to do both live broadcasts and YouTube broadcasts. So I'm going to cut back to maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks, or whenever the Gladiators have some big announcement on their success or maybe even failures. As I mentioned as well, I will do standalone videos, maybe update tutorial videos that I've done or tournament videos. If there's any kind of coverage you would like to see me do, leave a comment. As I said in the last segment, the one reason I'm cutting back YouTube content is I'm not getting that interaction or the comments from the viewers. So I'm getting some views, but just not getting that other interaction that would promote the video to new people that might be interested in it. So hopefully you can leave a comment about what you would like to see more of in terms of OOTP coverage. And I will try and put out, like I said, a video once every week or two strictly for my YouTube viewers. All right. That being said, let's go into the game. We are in Diamond 366 and the Gladiators are currently in second place in their division. We are 50 and 46. Above 500 in Diamond is a good thing. And in the wildcard race, we are currently in that last wildcard position. So long way to go. I'm not celebrating my successes. I'm just simply happy with where we are right now. A lot of the teams are kind of in the same boat. It's very competitive. We look at the overall standings. Yeah, look at that. We've got a lot of teams kind of in that high 50, low 60 range that are leading the division. We're at 50 wins. Would I like to be better? Yes. But considering our history in Diamond, if I go back and we look at our record, it hasn't been very good in Diamond other than that 1 year. 69 and 93, 69 and 93, 70 and 92, 71 and 91, 67 and 95. So we've had a lot of seasons where we've just kind of broached that 70 win mark. A couple successful ones, 74, and then we had a 78. Plus we had that one that kind of came out of nowhere, 92 wins, making the semifinals in the playoffs that year, first in our division. So we have hope. There is hope for this team. Also to try something completely different, because to win in this game, sometimes you have to go against the norm. So what I've done, I've put some of my pitchers on low pitch counts, went to a 4-man rotation. I want to utilize my bullpen more because their ERA is pretty good, and save some of the stamina for my pitchers to pitch every 4th day rather than every 5th day. And in the last little bit, that seems to be working. I've had this strategy going for maybe the last 15 games. So if we count back, I think I started it right around here, and we went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game winning streak. Now we're on a 5-game losing streak, so things are turning around. I may need to readjust that strategy, but it did work for the early part that I put it in. Hitter-wise, we are doing, again, not bad. WAR players more positive than negative. Larry Walker and Jim Tomei, again, who I picked up recently, are leading the way. Tomei hasn't hit a home run in the last 5 games. Come on, Jim, what are you doing? And he does have 22 home runs overall. We are 3rd in runs against in the league, so our pitching staff, our defense seems to be pretty good, but we're nowhere on the leaderboard for hitting. We are overall really bad in the hitting rankings. Remember, the worst it can be is 15th. So we are last in base running, which has always been an issue. That strategy for base running, I gotta boost up just a little bit. Gotta take more chances on the base paths. So we are 15th in base running and 13th in a lot of other categories. Pitching, look at that. We're 2nd in runs against, 2nd in bullpen, 2nd in FIP, 3rd in strikeouts. We got a decent pitching staff. Our hitters are just not doing it. So if we look at our overall record again, and we kind of pinpoint it to the expanded standings, where are the Gladiators? Here we are. Again, we are good at home. Our ballpark favors our lefties. Not that great on the road. I'd like to improve that a little bit. We're okay in extra innings. We're good in one-run games. Our run differential, plus 11. Again, that's not too bad. I'd rather be plus 11 than minus 112. And you might, plus 128. Wow. That's got to be the best run differential in the league. Yeah, it is. So again, we're holding our own in Diamond. And those of you that are new to the game and have questions, leave comments. I can try and answer them. I always answer every comment on videos. I answer every single one of them, so you won't be ignored. In terms of new content is coming out in just a few hours. So I will do one more segment and then I will upload this. And then that's going to be kind of a wrap on the constant coverage of the Gladiator series. So we'll be back in a few seconds to wrap up our series. Here we are with the last segment of what might be the end of the Gladiator on YouTube, regular videos. I know, I don't really want to see it end too. Let's pump up this video with a lot of comments. Encourage me to keep going and posting more Gladiator material on YouTube. Well, not much has changed since the last segment, since it's only been a few hours. However, Thursday night, the new card release has been announced. You can see the little video of DishNet presenting them on screen there. And you can also see some of the other cards that have been released in packs. No new missions this week. So all the cards that you're seeing are cards that you can get in packs. A couple limited edition ones out of 25. And then just kind of the regular ones from the golden era of the late 40s up until the early 60s. Our Gladiators, well, they were in a little bit of a slump since the last time that I talked to you. We lost 8 in a row, and now we've won 2 in a row. So we're still hanging around. We're still above 500. We are still in a wild card position, but only by half a game. I never thought we would make the playoffs this year. So if we do, I will be ecstatic. And if we don't, well, at least I think we're going to stay in Diamond. I think we've got a pretty comfortable lead not to be relegated back to Gold. Maybe our Gold days are over now. Maybe we have a good enough team to stay in Diamond. I did kind of rejig things with the pitching staff. I lowered the number of batters faced. Some good advice by some Discord members. Snail Man and Kidneys kind of worked with this 4-man rotation and lowering pitching counts. So I figured, let's give it a shot. Let's see if it improves the team. I lost 8 games in a row, so I wanted to change things up. And we won the last 2 since I put this into effect. I did demote one Dave LaRoche. LaRoche has been on the team forever. He has played in Rocky Mountain right from 2024. And, you know, he's got above 500 record, 3.7 ERA. Not really much of a save guy, but he's got 85 saves over the years. So that's pretty good. And an overall WAR of only 6.7, which again, for a reliever isn't too bad. But I did pick up, I put in a buy order for Rolly Fingers at 44,000. His last 10 sales are 50. So I put in 44,000 and was able to pick him up fairly quickly. So someone was out there selling him. And, you know, he's only played in 3 games, given up a few hits, 1 earned run. But apparently he's one of the better relievers right now in the game. So I added him to the bullpen. I'm trying to get an all-lefty staff for my ballpark. Still need a couple more. And then I want to run all righties in middle relief. and then my 2 closers as lefties, just to kind of throw off the other side's lineup just a bit. Transaction wise, let's see what's been going on there. Again, I was going to put buy orders in to buy Rolly Fingers, but it was just kind of cheap enough. Actually, I don't think this is Rolly Fingers. I think this is for someone else. Can't remember who these buy orders are for. Anyway, I picked up Rolly Fingers. There you see, 44,000. It was filled 5 minutes later, so fairly quickly. No buy orders were on there. No one was selling it. So I put in that number and it sold. And I did sell the live that I pulled on stream today. If you haven't seen that, I put up my first Twitch stream on YouTube. And yeah, you will notice that I pull a live Alvarez. And I did sell him, so I got 20,000 perfect points and then got 1 pack from watching a Twitch stream. Remember, sign up for Twitch if you're not on there. Get a Twitch account, watch the OOTP streamers like myself, and you can get free packs, and you never know what those free packs might translate into. Well, for maybe the last time, for a while anyway, let's go and open some packs. Let's see what we can do. Let's open, I'm going to open 15 packs, see if we can get some of those new cards that you see on screen there. Again, from the 40s and 50s. None there. I don't mind live players right now because on October 8th is the last live update. So if I get a bunch of iron and bronze, they may go up to gold or silver. But after October 8th, these numbers aren't going to change. They will stay the same after October 8th. So then it won't be as much fun pulling them because there's no room for movement. Mike Lowell. Okay, he's not one of the new cards. Looking for those 40s, 50s, and 60s players. Here's a gold. Is it a new one or alive? It is alive. And I am selling him because he will not go up to diamond. If anything, he might drop down to silver. All right, so 1,000 perfect points there. There are some good cards in tonight's set. There is a good catcher. Won't spoil it for you. And there are a couple good bronze and iron cards. Wow, look at this. A double. A gold and a diamond. There is the gold. We will probably quick sell that one. And the diamond is a Joey Votto. Good card. 97 historical. I like it. Average sales are about 14,000. He is part of the Willie McCovey Diamond Mission. I don't think he'll play on my team, so I am going to sell him for a reduced rate. Well, let's make it a little higher. There's only one up for sale right now. Let's see if I can sell him for 18,000. Who wants themselves a Joey Votto? Yeah, I don't like the power there. The eye's pretty good, but I don't like the power for a first baseman. All right, well, I think I've made my points back on these cards. Another gold and another alive. It is a duplicate. Quick sell. He's got too big of a jump to go up to diamond. Don't think he's going to make it there. Not a Twins. Maybe if it was a Cleveland player or an Atlanta player. Bunch of live, 8 live in a row. Make that 18, 17 out of 18. Wow, we're getting tons of live. 4 packs, only 2 non-live. There is another duplicate. What is this one selling for? Oh, 210. Next week is Platinum Series 3 that are going to be released. So they will be released next week. If you want Platinum 2 cards, this is the last week that you can get those. They will be out of packs starting next week. And apparently, according to Dish, who announces the cards, there's some good ones coming next week. All right, another gold. This is the 4th gold of the night. What do we got? And yes, I like to see it. I like the Negro League 2 cards because I don't have a lot of them. Selling for about 6,000 points. I'm keeping it because I want to complete those missions to get the mission cards. What do we got here? No one from the new cards. Is this a new card here? No, I don't think so. Let's check out the sell order. No, that's not a new card. Let's go one more pack, and we have, well, I can't go one more because I forgot to call my card. Bill Donahue. He looks like he might be a new card. Bill Donahue. Yeah, I don't have it, so I'm keeping it. And Gary Lucas, I do have that one, but it's not selling for much. Not worth to sell it. All right, let's go 5 more packs then. 5 more to make it an odd 275 remaining. Come on, Albert. Only 8 or 9 Albert Pujols limited editions have been pulled so far. Another good one. Another good silver platinum card worth about 1,000 perfect points. Don't have it yet, so I am keeping it. And another. Okay, we're on a platinum roll. It's only an iron, but it's still a platinum, a little more rare card. All right, last pull. We're going to go 89 gold live in the bottom left corner right here. 89 low. 66. That's not very good. All right, that is the last pack pull for this regular Gladiator series. I still open packs on my Twitch live streams. If you watch these episodes, check them out. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get a Twitch account, get the free packs as I stream, and yeah, we'll see you there hopefully. If not, we'll see you in future episodes on YouTube. Just maybe a little different content than I've provided so far. Have a wonderful day. It's a great day for baseball. Take care of yourself and someone else this week. We'll see you next episode or 2. Have a wonderful evening.